Hi guys, welcome back. It's Thursday, so I'm back with another video. If you're new here, my name is Melissa Crafter and I create custom epoxy-free tumblers along with other crafts. In this week's video, I'm going to be showing you how I put this beach layer decal on my Libbey glass. To make this decal, I used Teckwrap's new color changing vinyl. In the next clip, you'll see how this vinyl turned from this light pastel color to a different color. This color changing vinyl is a cold color changing vinyl, so it does change color when it's chilled below 59 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll talk a little bit more about this vinyl and how I got this decal on my Libbey glass up ahead in the video. If that's something that you're interested in, please continue watching. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you aren't subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do upload a new video every week. Thank you so much for watching. So here are the new color changing vinyls that Teckwrap offers on their website. Come in 7 different colors, and in the next clip I'll show you how each one of these changes colors. These are so fun to use on your vinyl decals, and they offer a fun surprise when they do change colors. I do have a discount code with Teckwrap. You can use promo code MelissaCrafter10 at checkout for 10% off of your order. I'll link the Teckwrap website down below in the video description, and I'll also put my discount code there. As mentioned earlier, these do change color when chilled below 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Here I'm using an ice cube to show you how each of these change color. Really quick, I want to show you guys where I got the SVG Cut File. I did purchase it off Etsy from the shop Tess Made It Co. It was pre-sized to fit a 16-ounce Libbey glass. So I purchased it and I downloaded it to my computer. I will link it down below in the video description in case anyone wants to buy it. So here we are on Cricut Design Space. I'm sending off my SVG cut file to be cut by my Cricut machine. It is a layer decal, so here each layer is separated by color. I'm going to load my cutting mat with each vinyl color individually. So here's all the vinyl that I'm going to be using for this decal. I'm going to be using 3 of the color changing vinyls. This one is in the color Tiffany. This one here is the orange. And this one here is in the color blue. I'm also going to be using some black and white glossy vinyl from Teckwrap, which is going to be for the crab's eyes and also for the wording. So as mentioned earlier, I'm going to load my cutting mat with each color vinyl individually. I'm going to make sure that my mat here aligns with my mat on Cricut Design Space. Here I'm doing the white part, which is only going to be the inside part of the crab's eyes. It's just 2 small little circles. Here I'm loading my mat with my black vinyl, which is also going to cut the outside part of the crab's eyes and also the wording. All Teckwrap vinyl comes with this clear protective sheet on it to protect it from getting scratched. You do want to make sure to remove that before sending it off to your cutting machine. For these 2 parts of my decal where I use glossy vinyl, I do have my cut setting on vinyl. So now I'm going to load my mat with my color changing vinyl. Here I'm doing the orange one. Here is my cutting machine cutting out this orange part of my vinyl decal. I do have the cut setting on custom for these color changing vinyls, and I did put it on holographic vinyl. I am now going to load my mat with the remaining 2 color changing vinyls, and I'm going to send them off to my cutting machine to cut each part out. So here I have each part of my vinyl decal, and I'm going to now weed out the excess vinyl. To weed out the excess vinyl, I'm going to be using my Teckwrap weeding pen. You've probably seen me use this in other videos. I really enjoy using this pen. It has a sharp stainless steel tip that allows precise weeding down to the smallest detail. I like to go in on one of the corners and just begin to slowly remove the excess vinyl. This video is sped up, but I am taking my time to make sure I don't rip off any of the important pieces of my vinyl decal. I like to remove first a big piece of the excess vinyl, and then going in with my weeding pen, I go in and remove those small intricate cuts. Here are all parts of my layered vinyl decal ready to be put together. I am going to begin by adding some Teckwrap matte transfer tape onto this blue part of my vinyl decal. Using my Teckwrap Squeegee, I'm going to press down on my transfer tape to make sure that my vinyl adheres on well. Easily remove the backing. I'm pressing down using my squeegee on my backing and then removing it like I normally would, and this ensures that my vinyl stays stuck on my transfer tape. To layer my vinyl decal, I'm going to be using the parchment paper hack or the parchment paper method. I like to use this hack when I'm layering my vinyl decals. What you want to do is put some parchment paper on top of your bottom layer. My camera isn't picking it up very well since this vinyl is very light, but you can see through the parchment paper. You want your parchment paper piece to be the same size of your vinyl decal. You are then going to place your top layer on top of the parchment paper. Your vinyl will not stick onto the parchment paper. With this parchment paper method, you'll be able to move your vinyl pieces around until you find the correct placement. You do want to make sure to leave a piece of transfer tape up at the top without parchment paper underneath. That way, when you find the good placement, you adhere that transfer tape piece on to your workspace, and then you can lift off your top layer and then easily remove your parchment paper and adhere both vinyl piece layers together. So here I'm going to play around with the placement until I see that my bottom layer and my top layer match up. So now that I have a good placement, I'm going to adhere that exposed part of transfer tape onto my workspace. I'm going to lift off that top layer and then remove my parchment paper. Now using my squeegee, I'm going to press down on both vinyl pieces to make sure that they adhere on together. Now I'm going to repeat these same steps to layer this last big piece of my vinyl decal. And you'll be able to see through the parchment paper, and you can play around with the placement until you find that good spot where your top layer and your bottom layer match up. Now using my squeegee, I'm going to press down on my vinyl to bring my layers together. I'm also going to be using my parchment paper to add on this wording. Here you can see what I mean when I say that you can see through the parchment paper. Now that I have a good placement, I'm going to lift off my top layer and I'm going to remove my parchment paper and adhere that wording on to my full wrap decal. So here is the cup that I'm going to be using. It is a 16-ounce beer can glass or Libbey glass. I did purchase these on Amazon. I'll link them down below in the video description. You can also find them on my Amazon storefront. That's also linked in the video description. I also purchased the bamboo lids and glass straws that you saw in the beginning of this video on Amazon. I'll link those down below as well. I did clean my cup with an alcohol prep pad just to make sure that I had a good surface to adhere my vinyl decal onto. So here I have my full wrap decal ready to be placed on my cup. I'm going to try to center this as best as possible. You can also use parchment paper to make sure you're adhering this on straight. I'm going to use my hand to press down on my vinyl to make sure that it's adhering on well to my cup. And last, I'm slowly going to be removing my transfer tape. Using the same transfer tape, I'm going to be adding these small vinyl pieces to the crab's eyes. And here is how my cup turned out. This is how my cup looks before the vinyl is chilled. This vinyl has a light pastel look before it changes colors. This vinyl is so fun to use and it adds a unique surprise to your vinyl decals. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments. Also, if you aren't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do upload a new video every week. Thank you so much for watching.